All right, let's get this party started. I don't know. You like seeing money, right? I like money. I like money. I could keep going. I like money. Well, Tim Sykes didn't respond to me. Jason Bond didn't respond to me. So let's call out some more people on YouTube who want to challenge me to a day trading or any type of trading fight. How about an entertaining stock commentary fight? Because no one's going to beat me at that either. But apparently there's another guy out there on YouTube, and he's wearing a Hit the Bid t-shirt, but he made a different Hit the Bid t-shirt. And now he's talking about VWAP, but he's talking about it whether he doesn't like it or doesn't like it. Point is, I don't know what this kid does, if he trades or not trades. I kind of like the quality of his videos, and obviously he's making more videos than I am. I'm doing once a month. Again, I'd rather put my dog on a video right now talking about stocks, but we got more important things to do right now. I just want to recap what's happened since we last spoke. Every trade has worked. How about that? 9,700 trades in a row for profitability. What's up? That's right. We did 9,700 trades in a row that worked. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it before. I've turned an $8,000 account into $17 million in just 3.5 weeks. You want to see me do it live? Maybe you do. Maybe you want to know whether or not I'm actually just pulling your leg with those numbers. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But you'll never know if you don't show up to the chat room. But when I get back from my world tour, I'm going to go check out socialism. I'm going to probably just, I don't know if I'm going to go to the Copenhagen thing, but we're going to be rocking out in Italy for a couple of weeks. We might go to Switzerland and Copenhagen, something like that, if we feel so inclined. But that's the luxury of making this kind of ducats. I don't even want to go to Italy. I've seen it, but my wife wants to go. Guess what? We're going. Because my wife wanted to go, and we're going to Italy. I'm a minimalist. You know what that means? I don't like things. I like to just live my life. I love the fact that I can make money and live off that money and just pay for what I need. I'm a necessity guy. I don't buy things. I don't know if that's a Jewish thing. Somebody says, oh, you're just being a Jew. I don't know. I don't buy new things unless the old thing is broken. I will use my computers from 2012. I got solid state hard drives installed, and now they work fine. So I don't need new computers right now. I fixed the old ones. I don't need a new computer. I don't need a new TV. People are like, oh, new TV came out. I get a 4K. Oh, I got a smart TV. I don't give a shit how stupid or smart your TV is. If it works, I'm still using my Sony Trinitron in my bedroom from 1994. Until it breaks, I'm not buying a new TV just because there's new TVs. What's my point? My point is, let's go after this guy with his Hit the Bid t-shirt and his VWAP videos. Because let's see what you can do, guy. I don't know if you have a chat room or what you're selling courses or you're doing whatnot. Again, nobody does what I do. Nobody. It's free for a month. And if you can't learn a few things, or maybe you do learn a few things, sometimes the plan backfires on me. The idea is that I'm the man. I'm the master of all space and time. You could come hang out with me for a month and learn something. Sometimes people show up on a Thursday afternoon and we're talking about fishing and we're talking about getting, a pool installed, or we're talking about, leprosy, and you're like, what's going on? You don't come back and you miss all the fun. This is a lifetime membership that I'm doing. So I tell people to come in for a month, hang out with me, get to know me, see what we do. Maybe you like the setups. Maybe you like the tone of my voice. Maybe you just like what my face looks like and you want to be friends. You could come out and hang out for a month and I'll show you what to do. And maybe you can make money. Because my goal is to make you money so you can afford to hang out with me for the rest of your life. Because this doesn't come cheap, people. The red velvet rope is up. Okay? You want to play with me, it's time to pay up. The free ride is over! Except for that month. And if you're nice about it, and I say, look, you can come out and hang out with me for a month, and I see that you only maybe came twice, 1 week, you came 3 times one other week. Guess what? I'll give you another couple of weeks to hang out with me just so you know what's happening. Because my idea and my goal is to make you money so then you can afford to pay me, or at least pay my buddy Solid, who will show you how to set these charts up so you can find your own ideas. But eventually we're going to have to get paid. But nobody does this. Ask Tim Sykes to hang out with him for about a month and a half for nothing. The Tim Sykes Challenge. Ask Jason Bond if you could hang out in his chat room and get some free ideas for a month and a half to see how he does before you pony up the cash. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think anybody does that. Nobody. Let's see if your financial advisor gives you your money back if he advises you to do something wrong? How about the sell in May and go away people? That really worked out well for you, right? Nobody does this. If your stockbroker gives you a shitty stock pick, do you get a refund? I don't think so. Can you test out your stockbroker's picks for a month and a half without having to pay somebody? No. Everybody wants money up front except me. And yeah, it backfires. Some people say, you know what? Thanks for all those free lessons, asshole. Why would I pay you now? And good luck. If that's your attitude, I still think you're going to need me for another 4 or 5 months after that to reiterate the stuff that I teach. But if you've taken away enough information from me in that free month and you want to go on your own, good luck, my man. I'm not going to begrudge you. I will call you 3 months from now to see how you're doing. And then the fee to come back is twice as much as it would have been if you would have joined in the first month. But that's on you. Now, I'm killing it here on this fossil short. I don't know about you. And then we had the Bed Bath & Beyond long. And by the way, my swing trades are working, my investments are working, my day trades are working. Everything's working right now. Even betting against the Yankees finally worked on that Tampa Bay series. But more importantly, what's not working? You think everything I do is right? Hell no. I got caught up in the Alibaba. You know how much I love that stock. Finally breaks 200, I'm buying more. Breaks 210, I'm thinking fucking 225, easy. And then I realized what I did wrong. It wasn't that I was wrong about the trade, because as any good trader knows, nothing's ever your fault. You need more buying power. If only you had another monitor. Your wife calls you while you're in a trade. Your kid needs a lift somewhere and the market crashes while you're driving your kid to the freaking birthday party, right? Oh, right, then you go on vacation to Italy and the market crashes. It's never your fault. It's never your fault when you trade. What was my point? Oh, my point was, it wasn't my fault that Alibaba crashed down from 210 to 185. It was that analyst who put a buy recommendation, and I didn't realize that until a couple of days later, that the reason Alibaba was up that day, breaking 210, was some fucking analyst was upgrading it. And I think you know how I feel about analysts. Oh, if you don't, let me explain. They all suck, and they have no idea what they're talking about. So that's why, as much as it was fun in 2017, and those 7 or 8 year rally, I don't really like bull markets. I like the environment we're in right now, where you actually have to have a skill set to make money. Because every motherfucker is making money in a bull market. You buy the diamonds, you buy the Qs. Hey, look at the SQ go, the Alibaba. Every analyst upgrades it. Again, that's why I hate the bull market most of all, because every analyst is getting it right. Every analyst with their asinine calls, they'll see a stock up 80% and they'll put a buy recommendation and it keeps on going higher. Oh, we're such geniuses. Now, let me explain how the world of analysis works. There's a guy who was long a bunch of Alibaba, right? He's been sitting with it a bunch for so long. And he's out of profit yet. But he wants to dump the whole position. He wants out. He's got 20 million Alibaba to get out of. He's not going to hit the market. So he's going to call his friend over at that brokerage firm and say, listen, do me a favor. I'll give you 100 grand in cash tomorrow. Can you do me a favor? Just upgrade Alibaba with some like ridiculous price target. So we get all the suckers to buy it at the open. So I could dump it to them and start crushing them. And then the next day when it's still kind of strong on your upgrade, I'll dump more. That's how things work. Did you ever notice that when analysts are downgrading a stock, it's after the fact? Did you ever notice that they downgrade stocks and the stock starts to go back up? How's that VRX downgrade at 1250 working out for you there, pal? Yeah. Oh, that was an awesome one. Remember that day? The guy said it was going to 1250 and we all got hammered last year? Uh-huh. Would it go down like 2 more points and then rallied up to 25, 2750? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they're always such geniuses. And nobody remembers the analyst that made the shitty call, like Goldman Sachs, downgrading AMD not once, not twice, 3 times under 750, saying the stock was going to go to 250. And each time, I guarantee you, this is what happened. Hi, friend over at Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I just shorted like 8 million shares of AMD, and I'm getting my ass kicked. Listen, I'll come to the house this weekend. We'll hang with the kids. I'll bring you an envelope for $250,000. Do me a favor. Downgrade AMD. I know. You did this for me once before. That's why I'm going to give you $250,000 this time. Just downgrade the AMD. Say it's going to like $2. So I'm going to short more now. So when it's getting hammered tomorrow morning, I'll cover my whole load. I promise I won't short AMD anymore. This is the last time I'm going to call you. Just downgrade it one more time for me so I can get the fuck out of this shitty position. All right? Cool. Next day, Goldman Sachs downgrades AMD. AMD's down 20%. I get out flat or making some money on the trade. And guess what? Goldman Sachs and their shitty call on AMD. Does anybody remember it? Does anybody care? Nobody cares. You know who cares? The guy that got fucked by owning it at 5 and dumped it at 350 that day on the downgrade. He remembers. He remembers. The guy that got paid off, he remembers. And the guy that did the paying off to get out of the position, he remembers. Nobody else remembers except me. AMD downgrade. Great call, Goldman Sachs. Reiterating the sell recommendation 3 times on the stock. 3 times. Awful call. Nobody remembers. So again, whoever's out there, hit the bid guy, VWAP guy, whatever you want to do. Look, here's 10 grand. Let's do this. You want to let's see who the real king of trading is. I do it live. There's no denying what I do. All right? My P&L might be I'm not making 10 grand a day, but I'm showing people how to do the 250, 300. And if you can make the 250, 300, that's when you start taking your size up. Next thing you know, you're at the 400, 500. Next thing you know, if you're at 400, 500, next thing you know, you're at $1,000 a day and you're making $250,000 a year on very low risk trades, not holding overnights. And again, let me explain why we hold overnights opposed to the loser trader who holds the overnight. The loser trader holds an overnight when their day trade goes wrong. And they say to themselves, I'm not going to sell it here. Let me just hang on to it. Oh, it's a swing trade now. And then the swing trade gets really awful. They're in their 1,000 shares of some shitty biotech stock, and it goes down $1 after they get it. And like, I'm not going to sell it here. And next thing you know, it's down 3 points. Well, I guess this is not a day trade or a swing trade anymore. I guess I'm an investor now. Oh, I'm an investor now. Oh, let me read the 10K and the 10Q on this fucker. Oh, they make an arthritis drug. I had no fucking idea. I was just buying it because some analyst upgraded it yesterday. Oh, I didn't realize it was up 19,000% before he upgraded it. Shit, what was I thinking? Oh, fucking upgrade, right? Now you own a stock that you don't even want to be in, and you're turning it in a swing trade into an investment. That's how it normally happens. For us, what we do is we take a profitable day trade, like the BJ stock yesterday at 21.50, assuming we're going to break 22.50 today. So we held some from yesterday at 21.50, and when it broke 22.50 today, we bought more, and now we're holding it. See, that's how you do it. You take a winning day trade and a winning trade, and you hang on to a little bit of it, because now you're playing with house money all night long. So now BJ rolls over and sucks a dick. Pardon the pun, BJ. And you're losing money on the trade. Who cares? You're just giving back some of the profit that you made on the day trade. But right now, BJ's sitting there at $24. We're doing pretty well. So now we put a stop on it. If it breaks back under 23, we get out of the whole thing. Bang. So you want to challenge me? Let's do it. Hit the bid. Let's do it. Let's do it. I won't even mention the guy by his name. He seemed like a decent guy. I like his videos. But if you're going to wear a Hit the Bid t-shirt and talk about VWAP, you better swear your allegiance to the master, the guy that bends space and time. And if you want to, and if you guys are out there thinking that this guy is good, why don't you give me a whirl? Why don't you come and visit what we do? I'll blow your mind, and not in a BJ kind of way. You want to go back and see who's going to charge you for what and charge you for this? Listen, like I said, I'll never ask you for a dime unless I make you money. And nobody does that. Nobody. Nobody. No one is letting you make money first. Learn for nothing. Go to a Day Traders Expo. Let's see if anybody wants to give you a free seminar. Everything's $400, $600. You spend 2 hours with some guy and he says, good luck. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, can you teach me about the Ichiro Cloud? Yeah, is this the stochastic seminar? I paid $375. Can you teach me about RSI and Fibonacci numbers? Fibonacci!
And you're paying $300, $600, $1,000 for all these courses, and what do you get? Butt kiss! You get nothing. I bust my balls every day from 9:15 to 12 o'clock, banging them out one after the other. So you want to come at this? You better chickadee check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. So anyway, my dog can be better traders than half you guys out there. My dog can come take a dump on a keyboard and probably do better than half you guys out there. And Tim Sykes is right. Tim Sykes is right. Most of these guys out there are a bunch of scam artists. Most of these guys don't know what they're talking about, because if they could trade, they'd be trading. I do it all. I trade, I make a little bit of money. I'm short the ZUO right now. I'm short the FALSA right now. Having a good time, good old time. I got the Bed Bath & Beyond long. Killing it. How about that Domo today? Shit. And then we had the Nike at the beginning of the day. Don't forget the BJ and the BV. Crushing the world right now. And some of these were on 200 share lots. But you know what? I risked $13 to make $200 on a trade. I risked $40 to make $200 on another trade. I risked $8 to make $60 on another trade. Does that sound like something you could do? You risk $40 to make $200? If you risk $40 on every trade to make $200, eventually you're going to come out. Unless you're that guy that says, well, I thought you said it worked 80% of the time. Why should I ever take a loss? Because when the trade doesn't go right, and I'm going to bring you back to the Alibaba, when the trade doesn't go right, you got to get the fuck out. And on the Alibaba, once I realized it was up on an upgrade, I should have just said, you know what? Suck it. You bought it at 210, dump it here at 207.50 and just be done with it. But I decided to do what?
Let's see what happens. Well, I like Alibaba for the long term, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens as the stock plummets 30 freaking points and just wipes out all my short-term options and the stock that I own. So it's not all fantastic. But you know what? I'm still rocking Alibaba from $90 a share and $120. So it's a little bit different. Yeah, I bought more at 210. I got my head caved in. But overall, not too bad. So again, this will be one of the last videos you see of me for at least a month. I'm gonna have my cute little dog doing videos from time to time. But more importantly, I've got a brand new trading assistant. Her name is Julia Griffel. We're gonna go with Griffel the Grinder. So not only is she going to be doing these market wrap videos instead of looking at my stupid face, and I'm teaching her all the vernacular and I'm teaching her how to trade. So you're going to see, I'm going to take a girl that has no business in this business. She doesn't want to be in this business. I convinced her. I was like, look, why don't we do this? It's fantastic that you can articulate and talk about everything. And these women on CNBC and Fox News, and some of them know about the market, some of them don't know about the market, but because it's a male-dominated business, we'd rather look at Erin Burnett talking about stocks than Kudlow, or this fucking smiley lunatic who's always yelling about shit about bonds. I don't even know his name. Scapinelli, whatever the hell his name. Rick Santelli. How much can you look at this guy? Basically, every time he's talking, he seems like he's arguing with himself. What is he even talking about? The fuck is he even talking about half the time? But the bottom line is, I'm going to take this girl who she wants to learn. I was like, you know what? Let's take that to the next level. Not only are we going to learn, we're going to document your education. Because listen, she's gorgeous. She's smart. She's funny. You're going to want to listen to her. And more importantly, we're going to take this girl who knows nothing about the market, and I'm going to show her everything that I know. And hopefully I can turn her into a profitable trader. And again, it's a process. We might not be doing live trades for 3 months, 6 months even. But you will see her progress live, either on the website or on YouTube, or we might even launch another channel. By the way, BV, new highs. What's up? What's up? BV, IPOs, all about momentum. BV, what's up? All right, listen. You want to come at this? You know where to find me. Send me an email. Let's bang it out. Come on. 5 grand, 10 grand, 100 grand. What floats your boat? No one's going to outtrade me intraday, outraday, swing trading, investment. Nobody. You're never going to do it. So I'm ready to put it up if you want to shut up, because I'd rather have you shut up than put it up. Put it up, shut up, or put it up. If you're going to walk the walk, talk the talk. Talk the talk, walk the walk. Or none of that, because it doesn't serve anybody any good, right? What happens if we're in a trading contest? Whoever wins, what does it make a difference? Tim Sykes loses to me, he loses a reputation. Nobody's going to care. Jason Bond, I crush him in a contest. No one's going to care. Warrior trader, no one's going to give a shit. This guy would just hit the bid and VWAP. No one's going to care. No one's going to care. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about the Goldman Sachs downgrade. Nobody cares about this video. It's already old news. It's old news. But the bottom line is, nobody does what I do, and that's why I challenge the world. So the Kenny Glick challenge is show up. Show up and listen. Try to pay attention for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. If you make it a month, you'll be begging to stay. You should be begging for more. You'll be begging to stay. And you'll be turning these Friday days, which seem boring, into extravaganzas. Extravaganzas! And if you made it through this video 20 minutes, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you've been watching these videos all the time. And I understand. I understand. I never marketed these videos, and I understand why I don't get 20,000 views. I'm not a doomsday guy. That's why I don't get 100,000 views. I don't talk about gold and silver. But you know what? When you see my new girl, Julia Griffel, I'm sure the viewership's going to jump exponentially, because who the hell wants to look at my face anymore, right? So she's going to be so versed. She's going to be so hip. She's going to be so in tune with what I do that she's going to take over the whole goddamn website. It's going to be the Julia Griffel Show. Griffel the Grinder. And she's going to talk about what she's learned every day. So as she's learning, you can learn along with her. But more importantly, come to the live trading room and see what it's all about. All right, see? They're all texting me because they're making so much money on these IPOs, they don't know what to do with it. All right, have a great weekend and a holiday weekend, and I'll see you in like a month. Peace!